Mixed martial arts, one of the fastest growing sports on the planet. I'm here to understand the hold this violent spectacle has on us.
Careful.
I'm Akram Khan. I'm a dancer and choreographer.
Oh, that's uncomfortable.
I've spent 8 weeks training.
You're allowed to do that.
With 3 of the top MMA fighters in Britain.
Don't worry if you shit yourself with this machine, it doesn't matter.
As they prepare for career-defining fights.
Strong left hand by Alvarez.
I want to know what makes these ultra-macho men tick. Is the violence that's on display here something that's in all of us? What happens when our 2 very different worlds, contemporary dance and MMA, collide? Mike studied philosophy and Japanese at university before dropping out to become a fighter.
You build a vocabulary of techniques, and once you have those various techniques, you can form different sentences. Anything you're doing, if you can really get into it and lose yourself into it, then it's kind of freeing. It just takes a load of weight off your shoulders. You see lots of things. If you're going to go for, like, dance, whatever, we're going on the spiritual side, you have, like, whirling dervishes, like, they do a thing, and then they do it, and then they do it, and they completely lose themselves in what they're doing. And all you are is, you are that moment, and you get that little taste of, I guess, what everybody's been looking for forever. Hammer, hammer, elbow, uppercut, overhand.
I just see brute force, violence.
I'm not trying to tell you that there's no aggression to it and there's no violence involved. Of course there is, but it sounds a bit tacky, but for me there is a spiritual quality to it.
So you think we all have kill instincts?
100%, but what the modern society is very civilized,
yeah,
and it's not much use to us in this modern day and age to be able to exercise that ability. Today, there's no survival advantage for you being able to move the way you do, but there's something deeply fulfilling in exercising and moving your body in that way. And violence kind of gets said as a dirty word, but I think it is an important part of who we are and our makeup, and there is a healthy outlet for it. A lot of bad comes from when we try to repress what could be a natural, healthy impulse. Carl Jung just said, he talks about your shadow side. When you ignore it and repress it, then it becomes something, then it becomes a problem, then it becomes dark. So to be a fully realized person, he argued you have to incorporate your shadow side. If you don't deal with it, particularly in young men, I think, then they're going to find a bad outlet for it.
Now you're going to try and let out on me.
I'm just curious to know if I will really try to hit him or not.
Well, you better have, because you might get hit otherwise. that's the rules.
That's the rules.
How about it?
No, that's not a punch. You're touching. Punching. Try and land one of those punches on the face now. Punch in the head now. Keep going. 10 seconds to warm up. That's it. There we go. Time. There we go.
When Paul was saying punch him hard, don't pretend, I started to realize that I was thinking of technique, and as long as if I thought of violence and I thought that was a person, that's when I couldn't do it. When I was like, oh no, he's teaching me something, a system, a technique to be effective, then the violence became numb. When I finished, I realized that that's the very thing I don't like.